Well, a big weekend ahead as Graveyard Tales returns to Rocky Mount for 2 nights. The Jonesborough Storytelling Guild will be sharing several stories in this unique setting, adding, of course, to the atmosphere of a good story. Linda Poland, one of the storytellers, joins us this morning with more. Good to have you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here this morning.
Well, you were telling me this has gotten very big, very successful, and you kind of started it all in a small way, way back when?
Way back when, over 10 years ago, out on wagons, and it just got so large, and with weather being iffy a couple of times, we moved it inside. And we have full houses. And 2019, we had to turn 38 people away.
Wow.
So in 2020, we decided to do 2 nights, but everybody knows what happens with that. And so this year, we have it August 6th and 7th. And people have been buying tickets, so get your tickets early.
Yes, if you want to go, make sure to get your tickets. And we were talking about having it there in the auditorium, and you turn the lights down and you set the stage, and several different storytellers, and these are pretty good stories, aren't they?
These are really good stories. Some of them are legends from this area, you know, that really took place, and they get a little liberty with the legends now, but they are actually things that took place in the area, and it's not recommended for children under 12 because they're not blood and gore stories or anything, but there's 5 storytellers each night, and they work really hard spinning their tales so they kind of seep into your imagination as the evening goes on. And it really kind of leaves you wondering what those things actually are that go bump in the night. You know, it's those kind of fun stories. You know.
You were saying the hairs on the back of your neck.
Yeah, the hairs on the back of your neck. One man came up and told us, and you know, when we did it last time, it wasn't just the back of my neck. The hairs were up all over my body. You know.
Well, and you guys are so incredibly talented when it comes to sharing these stories, that you really bring people into those stories.
That's the whole thing that has been so hard doing virtual storytelling, because looking at a little camera like that and trying to feel the emotion, it was very hard. We did well and had a lot of good comments, but we started back live as a guild, you know, in Mill Springs Park every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. And just the give and take between the audience. And you can see, you know, you're taking them where you want to take them.
You can tell by the look on their face.
Right, and we always have to say, we'll bring you back safely, you know. Like that.
Yeah, when you come back. And of course, these have been so successful over the years. And the storytellers, from what I understand too, really enjoy telling and sharing those bits of information.
It really is, you know. A lot of them take and write on things that they've known about happening. They write, a lot of us write our own stories. And, you know, I wrote a story that took place really out in Telford, Tennessee, and it's called When It Happened. And I get goosebumps myself, you know, thinking about it when I tell it. So you really get into it more, and it's fun. Some are what are called jump stories, because you know, you bring in the person in, and then you have this punchline. And you can see the whole audience jump, and it's fun.
It is fun. Are you going to be telling that story?
I will be telling that story, When It Happened.
When It Happened. So you can look for that. We'll give everybody the information. As she mentioned, tickets go quickly. So if you would like to attend, you can call that number right there and get your tickets. And don't forget, the storytelling event is happening at Rocky Mount Historical Site.